to another show of Javie's Late Show. Today I have a special guest here today with me, Kayla. Everybody knows Kayla. She's been working on a couple productions, and she's here for me. She's here, and I'm gonna interview her. So, Kayla.
Yeah.
So, tell me about yourself. How'd you hear about it?
I was watching probably like 18. I don't know. It actually started with Scotty's Trailer Trash, and my dad and I were watching it together. And afterwards, there was a commercial. I think Nikki put together, and it was like, "Hey, come on down. There's free classes, and you can learn how to produce your own show if you want." And we were like, "Let's do that." Like we live literally 5 minutes away from the studio, so we came and we went to all the classes, all the introduction classes, and learned how to do cameras and directing and sound. A little bit of everything they teach you in the beginning, and that was about, I think, 3 years ago. And at first I just volunteered for like every show I could, and so pretty much every day of the week I was here, and it was a lot of fun. I met a lot of people, and then after that, in October, I started directing the Carl Steinberg Show. So it's come a long way. Like I direct and edit. So, and it went from like doing camera on every show to now I'm directing a show and editing a show. Like, it's really exciting, and I'm really happy with how far I've come.
That's right, the Carl Steinberg Show. That's a really fun show.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I come in, you and your dad, you're editing.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know who your dad is. Do you want to let people know who he is? Or
Jesse.
Jesse. He was on my show.
Yep.
Previously, and
he was on the board of directors.
He was on the board of directors. Really funny guy.
Yeah.
When people ask, I was like, do you know anybody who is or willing to like help me on the show? I'm like, I know 2 people.
Yeah.
And it's always like straight to you two.
Yeah.
I was like, I know Kayla and Jesse. They're really like fast. They're really quick, and they could get here quick, and they're really fast at what they do.
Yeah.
And but that's that. But when you're talking about your show, the Carl Steinberg Show, I was like, I come in, you guys are working in it.
Yep.
But then you show me what you guys have, and seriously, it's like I really like the show.
Yeah.
Like I actually sit there and laugh with you guys. I know you guys are like done, like, "Wow, it's funny, yeah, whatever."
Yeah.
Scrubbing through the footage and stuff. But to me, I'm not here when you guys are shooting, but I'm here when you guys are editing, and I like to see everything that's all pieced together.
Yeah.
Like jokes are cut well and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
really funny. So when you started doing that, I mean, did you and your dad like decide to create the show? Like, how long did it take you guys to create it?
Well, he has been really it's more of his baby, and I'm just like helping him with it. He started writing bits for it about 2 years ago. So he has like 3 notebooks full of just like jokes and bits and different characters. So every time he got an idea, he would write it down, and we waited because we didn't know, we thought everything had to be perfectly. We had to have set, we had to have people, but I'm glad we didn't wait too long, because it really started coming together after we started doing it. It was like we didn't know what we were gonna have to keep or throw away until we actually started doing it, and that's really how, that was my first thing I ever really seriously directed. And I'm honestly a much better editor than I am a director, but with every show I improve, and that's a really fun experience for me.
But it helps directing because then you have less to cut, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much all you have to do in post-production, which is editing, is cutting the pieces that you didn't want,
Yeah.
Exactly, and adding music or graphics that you didn't have at that time, right? So everything works all together. But you and your dad are making the show. Is there anything else like you plan to do? I mean, you edit, you shoot, or you edit, you direct, but you went to school as a photographer.
Yep.
Like, where do you put those skills in? Because you shoot here for the Country Music Jubilee.
Yep.
And then, is there anything else I'm missing? It was a lot of shows, but then that's like the one that keeps coming up.
There was a lot of them that just like went away. Like Art Cunningham, I was on,
right.
and he retired and he went to Florida.
Partying it up, of course, right?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
There was another one. It was a talk show. I forget his name, but he also retired, and he just like went and moved to Miami or something.
Whoa, really?
I forget. I think his name was Jerry or something. There's another fun show I really like called In the Dark. That's with James Tushy Peters.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my God, that show is so fun. That's literally the funnest show I do here. I mean, I love Carl Steinberg Show too now, but like it was the funnest show that I did here. It's a really interesting concept, and I'm really excited about the future possibilities for that because I don't know if I can talk about it, but they want to make this into a real show, and
for sure.
They asked me and my dad to come along with them, and I was surprised because I thought they would get professionals, but we do good work, and they wanted to bring us with.
And the producer is Tim Conway, right? I mean, we gotta get the guy in here and be like, hey, let's make it happen. What's going on? What's the wait?
Yeah.
But I know he's a busy guy and everything else. But talking about shooting, so you're a photographer, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have anything that we can see that's online, or because I know you went to a couple of music shows?
Yep.
Or what would you call them?
Music festivals.
Music festivals, and you're shooting for them, and so what is that your type of music? Like when you go out there, is this like what you listen to?
Yeah, actually, it's really hard when people ask me like what type of music I listen to, because literally it's everything. Like I will give anything a listen. So if you go through my iTunes and you put it on shuffle, like you will literally see like 10 different genres, like in the first 5 minutes. But the music festivals I go to are all like DJ based, and then there's also some live jam band, but it's all electronic music. So EDM, electronic dance music, that's basically what it is. Nice. It's really fun. It's twice a year I go to one called Infrasound, and it's in Wisconsin, and there's one in May, and then there's one in September. So the next one is coming up pretty quick. It's pretty life-changing. Like the people there are so friendly, and it's a really fun place. And
yeah,
I really like it. Yeah.
That's really cool. I've always wanted to go to one, but I was like, man, I don't know if I could survive out there, because it's like a 3-day kind of festival, right?
Yeah, you're camping.
Yeah, I don't have very well camping skills for that. I don't know. Like I'm pretty bad at it.
Well, the cool thing about this festival is it actually has like indoor plumbing. It has showers. It has a restaurant on scene. Nice. Like everyone is really friendly. Like if you like forget a canopy for your tent or something, there's someone's gonna borrow it to you. The first time I went out there was a couple years ago, and I'd forgot to bring a tarp to put underneath, so I didn't get like moisture in my tent. And someone just borrowed it to me. He's like, yeah, you can borrow this the whole weekend, and then afterwards I gave it back to him. People are really nice.
That's pretty cool. You see, it's like I wouldn't even know about a tent. I would be like digging a foxhole or something like that, sleeping in it. So tell us more about Kayla. So you produce, you edit, you shoot. So what else do we not know about Kayla? Because a lot of people's like, oh, who's that person? Like, oh, yeah. So it's like, what else do we not know about you?
I don't know. Like,
tell us your experiences. How tough was it when you first started coming here? Did you know exactly what you were planning to do? Like, did you have a skill in mind where you're like, I'm gonna do that only, or did it branch out? Like, I could do that. Do that.
Yeah, I kind of did actually, because I went to school for photography, and one of our mandatory classes was a video class, and so we actually used the same cameras that we use here for portables. That's what we were using, and so then I didn't use Final Cut Pro. I used Premiere. But basically that's whenever I first fell in love with video, and I was like, I actually want to do this instead of still images. I still love those, but video is just, I don't know, it's more exciting, I guess.
Yeah.
So whenever I started coming here, I knew I wanted to do camera. Like that was the thing I was going to focus on, and I already knew all the basic skills, like, the rule of thirds and, headroom and, giving people space in front of them whenever they're talking or singing or looking at a direction. All the little basic things that I had learned in school for photography just like carried over into doing camera at the studio. So since I already had sort of like that background, it wasn't as hard as I think it could be. But still, it's not that very hard because everyone is so nice here, and If you have any questions at all, you can go to any of the other members or any of the studio managers, and they're really happy to help you out.
And everybody's willing to help everybody out.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, a lot of people come out to me and they're like, "Oh, sorry to bother you." It's like, don't be sorry.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why we're here. It's like, if you have, you know, trouble, or, you know, if you don't understand it, that's why we're here. You know, it's like, try to make it easy for you. You know, that's like, I don't understand why people say, sorry. It's like, no, it's like, give me everything you have. Give me all your problems, you know. But, you know, I was the same way because I went to school for photography. And I was like, photography is very, like, to me, it became a little too simple. I mean, there's more to it than what I knew about it. But it was a little, I was like, well, I like filming, you know, and I like watching movies. I was like, what? So that's where I began going into the whole film world and understanding everything. And, you know, that's how I got into the whole film world, because of photography. I thought photography was going to be like, I'm going to go big on this, but film is where I want to go big, and who knows? I mean, I have my own talk show, so I feel like I've already gotten big, so I don't know. So tell us more about, you know, like, achieving, like, what, everything became basic, but what else, like, can you tell us, like, if there was somebody that was going to be coming in here, but they're hesitating, like, well, you know, everybody learns different.
Yeah, I would say just go to a few shows, just like sit on them. Like Country Music Jubilee was the first show I ever worked on, and I didn't even work on a camera. I was just basically observing.
Shadowing?
Yeah, I was just basically shadowing and observing, and Wyatt didn't really know where he wanted to put me, but I knew I wanted to do camera, and he knew that was something I was interested in, so I just basically watched. And then I think the next time, then he's like, okay, do you want to, you know, try camera or whatever? And so I did. But even if you're not up to, like, actually jumping on a camera right away, just going in somewhere and just watching, or going in on a show and just saying, hey, can I just, you know, sit and, like, learn, basically. Or even I would suggest talking to studio managers and maybe setting aside some time to come in and having them teach you how to run the cameras. And they're really nice, and it's really not anything to be scared of. Like, it's really, there's nothing to hesitate for here, because you don't have to do anything you don't want to, and if there's any questions, people are really happy to help.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like Roger, he's one of the studio managers. I mean, this guy's like really laid back, and like, I can help you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're never gonna get like that, like, all right. You know, we're all always happy to help everybody.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's like we're here to help, and you know, it's just, we're always happy.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. So what's next for the Carl Steinberg? I mean, is there gonna be like a special guest or?
Well, we've already, this next episode is a little different. It's going to be shot in segments. We have two kind of co-hosts, and we already shot the first co-host piece. It was really fun. Last week we went downtown and we shot interviews on the street, and that was really fun. And the next one we're going to do is probably the second week in May. We're going to go to the other co-host house, and she's gonna do like a cooking segment.
That's very cool. So
you're
you guys are starting to like branch out. Like, it's like everything was done in the studio, but now you guys are starting to go on location.
Yeah,
wow.
we have more plans for. We have like, you know, restaurant review plans and stuff. We have more on location plans, especially since it's warming up now.
Yeah.
Living in Minnesota, you kind of have to live by Mother Nature's rules.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna, like, seriously, I was like, I love watching your guys' show, because it's never dull. There's always like a funny moment, and you know, Carl Steinberg, I mean, that's a really funny guy. I don't know how Justin met this guy, but he's a really funny guy.
Yeah.
And you know, it just what we were talking about last time, we're like, he should come here and I should interview the guy. But, you know, Jesse needs to call him first and, you know, get something done. So, but you're the boss. You're the producer of this show, almost.
I'm the director.
Director
and editor.
Co-producer.
Yep, co-producer.
Co-producer. So I don't know. You could probably pull some strings, maybe.
Yeah.
Get something happening.
Yeah.
But I see the time is almost running out. Kayla, do you want to let people know when, where, or the name of your production, just so people like have an idea of where to catch it?
Yeah, if you go onto Facebook and type in the Carl Steinberg Show, all one word, you'll get to our Facebook page, and that's where we post updates, we post behind the scenes, and As soon as we get another show done, or whenever we're actually shooting it, we post on there, and then from there, after that, we get a schedule from these guys, and then we'll post every time that the show is going to be on air.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kayla. Thank you for being on my show. I really appreciate it. And everybody out there, if you ever have any questions, please come in and let us know. This is, again, the Javie's Late Show. And if you just want to contact us, please contact nwtt.org or 763-278-4330. All right, you guys take it easy. Bye. Thanks for watching.